Hey everyone, former Cincinnati Bengals running back Rudi Johnson has died at 45, and the weight of this heartbreaking news has sent shockwaves, not only through the Bengals organization, but across the entire NFL community. Because for those who remember the early to mid-2000s, Johnson was more than just a running back. He was a symbol of grit, hard work, and perseverance, who came to embody the blue-collar toughness of Cincinnati football during a time when the team was clawing its way back to respectability. Born in Petersburg, Virginia, Rudi fought for everything he earned, excelling at Butler County Community College before transferring to Auburn University, where he left his mark as one of the most powerful and dependable backs in the SEC, rushing for over 1,500 yards in his lone season with the Tigers and proving himself NFL ready. Drafted by the Bengals in the fourth round of the 2001 NFL Draft, Johnson entered the league without much fanfare, overshadowed by bigger names, but his relentless drive and refusal to quit turned him into a household name. By 2004, he had cemented himself as Cincinnati's workhorse, rushing for a then-franchise record of 1,454 yards, a record he would surpass the very next year with 1,458 yards, and then nearly match again in 2005 as the Bengals returned to the playoffs for the first time in 15 years. Fans will never forget the way he ran, low to the ground, punishing defenders, shrugging off tackles, wearing down entire defenses with his physical style and his never-say-die mentality, a style that earned him Pro Bowl honors in 2004 and the admiration of football purists everywhere. Over his 7 years in Cincinnati, Rudi accumulated more than 5,700 rushing yards, scored 48 touchdowns, and gave the Bengals something they had lacked for years: consistency at running back, a player who could be counted on to carry the load every single Sunday. His performances were not about flashy moves or highlight reel breakaways, but about grit and grinding out yards when the team needed it most. And for fans in Cincinnati, that blue-collar identity fit perfectly with the city's spirit. His untimely death at just 45 has left teammates and supporters devastated, with tributes pouring in from across the league. Carson Palmer recalling his leadership in the huddle, Chad Ochochinco Johnson speaking about his quiet strength off the field, and countless fans sharing memories of wearing number 32 jerseys in the stands at Paul Brown Stadium. His passing has not yet been fully explained, but many point to the toll professional football takes on the body, raising questions about the long-term health struggles players face after their careers end. For 30 to 40 minutes, one can reflect on the arc of Rudi's life: his humble beginnings in Virginia, the way he powered through junior college to earn his shot at Auburn, his meteoric rise with the Bengals, where he became the backbone of Marvin Lewis's offense, and his later years with the Detroit Lions, before quietly stepping away from the NFL. After football, Johnson remained active in his community, known for mentoring young athletes and contributing to youth programs, never forgetting the struggle it took for him to get to the top. His death now leaves a void not only in his family, who remember him as a loving father, son, and brother, but also in the city of Cincinnati, where his name is etched in the history of the franchise alongside legends like Corey Dillon and Ickey Woods. Fans across social media have described their heartbreak, some recalling the freezing December games where Johnson pounded out 100 yards on the ground, others remembering the chants of "Rudi, Rudi, Rudi," echoing through the stadium whenever he carried the ball, a reminder of how deeply he connected with the fan base. The grief extends beyond nostalgia, because losing Rudi Johnson at just 45 is also a sobering reminder of how short life can be, how quickly time passes, and how even the strongest athletes are not immune to mortality. His legacy is one of resilience, a man who came from modest beginnings, fought his way to the NFL, became a star, and remained humble enough to always credit his teammates and coaches for his success. As the Bengals organization prepares to honor him, and as his family mourns privately, the football world joins together in remembering not just the stats and the highlights, but the man himself. Soft-spoken, humble, respected, and beloved by all who knew him. Rudi Johnson's passing may have confirmed the worst fears of those who worried about his health in recent years, but it also confirms something far greater, that his story, his spirit, and his impact will never be forgotten. And though the man is gone, the legacy of number 32 will live forever in the hearts of those who cheered for him and loved him. Thanks for watching.